Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, gonna be a quick Divine Masculine check-in. What can we see? So thank you, Divine Creator. What can we see for what the Divine Masculines are experiencing on the journey as it relates to their Divine Feminine and these connections? Thank you for using me as only the highest, most beneficial messenger. Divine Creator, what can we see for how the masculines are thinking of the connections, their divine counterpart, how they're feeling on the heart space, how they're feeling in their heart of hearts for their feminine, their wishes, their actions, their challenge, their solution, and the direction in the near future, and what do the divine feminines need to know about this? All right, conscious mind. Six of Swords in inverse. So there's progress. Ooh, and the Queen of Cups. So these masculines are changing their thinking about the character, about the insight, about the wisdom of their feminine. They are definitely seeing the real feminine in real time like never before. Anything that they wondered about in the past that had them second guessing is null and void. They now know, they now see, they're now aligning with the intuition, the compassion, stamina, I just heard, of their feminine. They're getting it. They're shifting their paradigm about life and love and romance, I just heard. What do the feminines need to know about this? 5 of Wands. So there's something about karmic situations, coming through karmic situations, a lot of people involved, a lot of extra energies, a lot of factors. Something about how you're navigating that, feminines, is showing your masculine just how masterful you are. And it's changing the way that they've viewed certain modes that you have been in, that they've seen. Your even keel, your compassion, your level of forgiveness, your big heart, all of those things that can look to the untrained eye like you don't care, you're too cool for school, you're not that interested. They're beginning to see you care so much more than they ever imagined somebody could. And it's because they're seeing you shine through adversity, through all this karma cleanup. What can we see? So even for those who aren't in communication, that message still holds true because they can feel this, or the guides, the angels, are bringing certain things to highlight in their minds, that they're connecting dots. Even long after certain events have played out, something is illuminating to them and their mindset is shifting. What can we see for how the masculines are viewing their feminine? Hermit mode and 10 of Wands, that both in the inverse. So this is the burden. 5 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Masculines are seeing, yes, they have their plate full. And to some extent, they have seen the circumstances that they've been navigating as consuming. They may have been protecting the feminines from that. They're now seeing, divine feminines, that you are going through just as much. Somehow they're realizing that you haven't been sitting pretty over there, smooth sailing and, just happy-go-lucky. Your demeanor has been an act of mastery. And you've never fallen short with your masculine. They're seeing this. They are coming out of hermit mode, the self-imposed meditation, enough to see you for who you really are. You're like me in how you navigate, how you isolate, how you dive in, how you focus. The masculines are seeing that you're not a squeaky wheel. And the stuff that you handle is next level. Yeah, they see this ability in you that they know they have cultivated in themselves. You know, many times feminines, your masculines drop off the radar because they're taking care of business on their side of the energy and buckling down and doing what is needed wholeheartedly to be and do the best they can. This is what they're seeing. They're seeing you're like that. What the feminines need to know? King of Swords. Okay, this is a legal, financial, decision-making card. You may not have the answers right now. There may be circumstances that you don't know how you're going to handle, that you don't have a clear picture. This is okay. Some of this adversity that you might be facing is actually in part divinely orchestrated, so your masculine gets a chance to see you for who you really are. You may not think that your masculine is noticing. This is saying you might not be aware of how much they do pick up on. This is also saying you don't need to know, because when you're walking in mastery, the greatest preparation is to learn who you are, to understand your truth, and to be present in the present moment. You can handle all things in every single moment if you have cultivated that in your life. And so you don't need to know anything. You don't need to know about where your masculine is at, how they are viewing things. You just need to know your truth. You don't need to know how karmic situations will work out. You just need to be in your center and trust that everything that's needed will always come to light. Trust in the divine. Trust in not needing to know. Give all of those cares up. Let go and let God, feminines. What can we see for the heart space for these masculines? The Emperor and Knight of Wands. The Emperor drives the Chariot, and we have the Knight of Wands in the upright. This is passion. So it's like the engine's running and the masculines want to rush in. There's something amping up for the masculines energetically. I believe that's because there's movement in the connections, and the masculines their bodies are starting to respond to this. And so they are preparing. It's like they're doing a pre-road trip overhaul. Oil, gas, washer fluid, tire pressure. They're going down the checklist and they're starting to feel this motivation. Divine timing is beginning to align. What do the feminines need to know? Hanging on to the sword here, like this King of Swords. So hold on to your truth. You don't need to know any external truth. Just know your own truth. This is the minor arcana of the High Priestess. Be still and know. And it's all about truth being revealed. Just know your truth. Pray for your truth. Pray to be shown. The Four of Swords happens after third-party situations, and Three of Swords, heartache. And so you are through the worst of it. Whether you think that or not, just sink into the truth. Stand by it. Hold on to it. This constitution that you are embodying, feminines, is what is causing your masculine's passion to grow. Even if they aren't consciously aware of that connection, that's what's happening here. What can we see for the heart space for the feminines in the masculine's heart of hearts? Four of Cups in the inverse, which is a return, and this free will card. So the masculines are looking at coming back in, how to approach, how to think of circumstances, what to do about it. They feel this is unfinished business, and they're weighing out the odds of what they should do. On the heart space, this is carefully looking at their own accountability, putting themselves in your shoes, feminines. Looking at approaching. What do the feminines need to know? Wheel of Fortune. It will happen in divine timing. This is in the inverse. So your masculine isn't, withholding intentionally. There is divine timing at play. So really trust the process, feminines. This is saying you're coming into your own in some way right now, and it will work perfectly the way that it needs to. What can we see for the manifestations the masculines are going through? the Four of Cups, there it is again. So this is in the upright. They're looking at accepting this cup of love. They're seeing this relationship, this connection, as divinely gifted. And this crow is looking at the love now. It's no longer turned its back to the love that is being offered. And we have the Eight of Cups in the inverse. This is coming back around. So there's something here about masculines realizing that they have needed to end certain things, emotional baggage, trauma, healing, connections, and that this love they need to go towards. What is the message for the feminines? Temperance. Angels are all up in this. You might still be seeing 444. I'm still seeing 444 everywhere. On the 4th of July is kind of beautiful. Yeah, lots of fours here. But this Temperance card is saying stay in the healing, trust it. You know, sometimes when results don't come immediately, 1111, it's still really powerful to not get jaded, to not lower your standards, to not cave and disintegrate. Stay strong. This too shall pass. Stay in your balance. Live in this new norm. And just trust that is the proof. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to stay consistent and to be in your healed, ascended version before others really see that for what it is. Sometimes it takes life experience to see each other through thick and thin in order to know the character, in order to know it first person, in order for us to see it in others. So stay in that alchemical process, that balance. Stay calm in the face of adversity. Stay in your peace, feminines, in integrity, compassion. What can we see for the action the masculines are wanting to take? Ending the burden, King of Pentacles, of keeping commitment at arm's length. This is saying, both in the inverse, that the resistance, the self-sabotage, the abandonment wounds, masculines are realizing are why commitment hasn't come in these scenarios. Fear playing out, faulty logic, thoughts that weren't accurate or seeing clearly. Even that message about how the masculines are now seeing that their divine feminine is the most love-filled, unconditional champion that they know. What do the feminines need to know? Five of Cups in the inverse. So I just heard turn that frown upside down. Masculines are going to be coming back in. You know, it is coming for you, feminines. You're going to see how it's all been worth it. These masculines are overcoming their own adversity. They see such a hero in you. You're a hero for love, I just heard. A good feminine needs a good masculine by their side, is what I also heard. And this is time when it's going to start focusing on the love here. The proving grounds have been navigated. What can we see for the biggest challenge from the masculines? The Lovers and the Nine of Swords in the inverse. Overcoming the anxiety and grounding this higher love is the biggest challenge, because the masculines do want to do this. The anxiety always points us in the direction of what work we need to do or what we need to shift in order to have smooth energy again. So the masculine's challenge is always overcoming that bumpy energy and smoothing things out, balancing things out. What do the feminines need to know about that? Watch and wait. So this doesn't mean wait on your masculine, but there are miracles around you. Something is going to bear fruit. You know, low vibe fruits stink, and those will come to light if they fruit at all. And the sweet incense of righteousness, holiness, big hearts, in this new energy, it will be acknowledged. Feminines, watch and wait. I just heard your time is coming. There's vindication in the energy, feminines. Wow, got some tears going on. What is the solution for this challenge? Things are going to move forward. Temperance, healing is going to anchor, and it's going to move certain things forward. What can we see for advice? Two of Wands. Yeah, this is venturing out of comfort zone, taking a leap of faith, jumping in the net being provided. There is something that's going to come in and balance. Your masculine is healing through this journey just like you are, and they're learning where they can open the energy and find progress just like you are. There's bravery in this, but not the kind of bravery that's fear-based, the kind that is aligned with love. What can we see for the biggest or the direction in the near future? Okay, there's communication. Six of Pentacles in the inverse. There's communication to balance the scales, I just heard. So masculines are going to be communicating feminines in ways that will make a difference. So that can be energetically, but I'm getting for many, this is text messages, words of encouragement, heartfelt acknowledgement, things that can show you, feminines, that your masculine sees you, sees what you're worth, sees what you're made of, and knows that it feels good to be told, and takes it sincerely that they are somebody that is honored enough to be in your energy to speak out loud and recognize who you are. Page of Wands. Go to your connection to Source Feminine so you know this and you believe this of yourself, so that you can accept wholeheartedly that show of love from your masculine and not dismiss the positive acknowledgement coming in at this time to help balance the scales. There is something about the worthiness of the feminines being recognized by these masculines. So much of this journey has been the proving ground, and now the masculines are getting the divine intel to come in and actually acknowledge. It takes one to know one. So the masculines have had to go through an up-leveling in order to be able to see these things in real time and to pinpoint what it is exactly that they need to acknowledge here. The divine is whispering this message of inspiration to the masculines right now. And it's an answer to prayer. This is a card of praying, feminines. And so your time is coming, your blessings are coming in, and your masculines are being guided right now to offer you encouragement. Okay, what can we see for one of these cards? We're going to get one final card for the collective that joins me here. We got two. We got failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And fear. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. So pick up and keep going. Fear and failure are just teachers. And they are just illusions. They don't have binding over any of us. When we know better, we do better. And when we haven't had experiences, we're immature. Keep growing, everybody. This is how love wins. Many blessings. Bye for now.